When we first came to C4, I was looking for something, honestly didn't know what. We were just going through the motions kind of in our Christian walk, and we were at a church and we were doing all the church things, and we were reading and praying and living a basic Christian life, but I just knew that I was hungry for more of God and a deeper relationship with Him. I knew I needed to learn what it looked like to be a better man and to be a better husband and a better father. I wanted to know how to lead my family better, but just was coming up empty-handed with the emotions that I was going through at the time.
For me, it was real relationships, people who genuinely cared about us and our family and weren't just playing church on Sunday, asking how we were one Sunday and then not following up until the following Sunday.
As soon as we walked in the doors at C4, we were greeted by at least a handful of people immediately. And then before we left, we had people introducing themselves and just asking us how we were and asking about our kids and what we done, where we lived, just all kinds of questions, and just making us feel really welcome. And just immediately we felt like we were home, even after the first service. Like we just knew that we were where God wanted us to be. It felt great just being here for the first time.
People here always feel genuine. You can tell that people are searching and looking out for real relationships, not just how are you doing, leaving it at that. I can tell that everybody here loves us, cares about us, and genuinely cares about our girls. Our kids definitely fit in. I think this was a bigger change for Alexis than anybody. She was preteen, which is hard on kids anyway, but she was able to find best friends here that she could relate to. She had Christian friendships, which is not something that you get in schools very much. And she found youth leaders that she could reach out to with her issues where, she can't necessarily come to us all the time, but she found adults that she can trust and who can lead her in the right direction.
What about Zoe? What's Zoe find?
Goldfish.
Zoe and Sarah were the same. They both, they didn't really have many friends or many small children where we came from. And Zoe, of course, is not in school, so she doesn't have a lot of friends, and she's working from home. So when we came to C4, like Zoe immediately had a handful of friends that we've hung out with outside of church, just play dates or the kids getting together or the families getting together. And because there's so many families here, we've literally just been able to have dinner or have lunch with somebody and let our kids play the entire time and just let them have their chaos. So, honestly, it's great for them building relationships too. This is kind of funny because in our marriage, we're both polar opposites as far as our introvert and extrovert. So I was excited and gung-ho for meeting people. Hey, do you want to get together? Hey, do you want to do lunch? Do you want to do dinner? Do you want to come over this weekend? And she was a little skeptical at first, but she's really opened. She's grew a lot as a person, and we've grew a lot in our marriage just through the friends that we've made and through the relationships we've built here. So it was awesome to be able to just jump into a place and immediately have like-minded friends and family that could just get together with the same purpose of getting to know each other and just live life together.
One odd thing we did see was Ian run out the back door chasing people down, trying to leave without talking to him.
For sure got them. We saw them when we were leaving.
To us, it was odd that you had the kids in worship. Any church that we'd ever been to didn't include the kids in worship.
We knew it existed, but we had never been a part of a church where the kids were involved in worship. So that was awesome for us. As far as helping someone new find their place at C4, my advice would be that, the church it seems to be already set up in a way that you have opportunities to meet people. That way there's no pressure for you.
Small groups, the table is huge for people who are introverted. Volunteer where you can. It doesn't have to be something big. Just ask if somebody needs help if you know there's an event coming up.
And if you are a little introverted, there's plenty of opportunities. You got the table, you've got all these small groups, and you got group one. You can go and you can just hang out and you get to be yourself, and there's no pressure to do anything. You just get to meet people and find where you fit in. And my advice would be just to start talking to people and get to know them a little bit, sit down, have a meal with them, and find some like-minded people with maybe some kids the same age, and just jump in.
Invite people over, even if you don't want to. Just do it. Don't wait for someone to reach out to you. If there's somebody that you feel a connection with, just reach out to them, ask them for dinner, ask them for coffee, lunch, anything.
Another thing I would say is, no matter how busy life is, like, find and sacrifice the time to be a part of a small group and to come to the table. Because even though life is busy with us having 3 kids and 2 jobs and just life being chaotic all the time, if you can make time to come to those things and get to know the people and build the relationships, there's so much more value in that than anything else that we have ever found anywhere else. This is what God created us to do. This is who He created us to be, and that's the best part of being at C4.